Hello guys! So today I'm going to try to knock a couple videos out of the park, so if you see the same makeup and the same clothes, you know why. Anyway, so to begin today, I want to talk about the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. See how to turn it. There you go. Okay, and I bought the shade 5.0. So, couple things. I've been using this foundation for, I bought it last Tuesday and I received it last Saturday. Today is Friday, and I wanted to wait a few days, use the foundation, put it on, test its wear, do all that stuff first before I try to come on camera and tell you whether I like it or don't like it or what the deal is with this. So, first things first, this foundation is spectacular. I mean, I am not even going to be able to tell you enough good things about this foundation today, but I'm going to begin with the fact that I have a very, very oily nose. Very oily. I own a whole drawer of foundations. I have from, drugstore, Revlon Color Stay, all the way up to like Chanel, Armani, and everything in between. NARS, Makeup Forever, MAC. I have a bit of everything. Lancome, the whole nine. This is the only foundation that I have purchased that I put on my face. One, I use no powder whatsoever to set this foundation. Like, you put this on, it gives, I don't have bad skin. My skin is pretty balanced. Like I said, my nose is very oily. And then I don't have a lot of blemishes, but, nobody's perfect. I have a few little blemishes, so I don't need a ton of coverage. This foundation is not full coverage. So first, I'm going to tell you, if you want a full coverage foundation or you need a lot of coverage, you can definitely build this up, but with one drop or one pump of this foundation, you're not going to get full coverage. That's for definite. Now, if you put on, I use one pump of this, and it's good for my whole face. Like one pump, and then the pump you can control so well. I put a pump, and like I let 2 little drops fall out. And so, a pump and a quarter, I would say. And I do my whole face, and I'm good. Then I take whatever's left on my brush, just go over my blemishes. I still use just a tiny bit of concealer. I use my Select Moisture Cover from MAC, and I'm good to go. I set my concealer with a little bit of the Ben Nye banana powder that I always use, or translucent powder or whatever, and I'm good to go. I tap a tiny bit of powder on my nose just because I have that oily nose. And I come home from work, and usually I'm like a whole oily mess in the nose. Not with this. This controls the oil in my nose so well. It's just amazing. I have this foundation on today, and as you can see, like I said, I do have blemishes. I put it on very lightly, but you can see that it really, really looks amazing on the skin. Amazing. And the brush that I use to apply this foundation, I did purchase the Good Karma optical blurring brush, which I showed in my Urban Decay haul. This brush is very, very good at applying this foundation. Now, I have a couple brushes similar to this. I have like a Sephora one, and I have the Real Techniques one. And as you can see, this brush is quite large. Not large, but it's a decent size, and it's very stiff and dense. So I pump my foundation out onto a little like mixing tray that I have. I like to use that. I wipe it down with alcohol every day, and I like to pump it on there. I used to use my hand, but then it's just a hot mess. So I use the mixing tray. I pump out what I'm going to use. I dip my brush into the product, and I stipple it on first. I stipple it all over, then I blend. And I just go in circles, rubbing the foundation all into my face. under my eyes, you know, my nose, whatever. Then I take a little more foundation, just kind of spot treat the areas that need a little more coverage, or I use a concealer. Set that, if I do use concealer, set it. I'm good to go for the day. So, I mean, this foundation is, I mean, spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. I am just ecstatic with this. So I'll do a little swatch of the color that I got. Like I said, I got the 5.0. So I just want to see if you can see this. I just want to pump out like one little drop, and this thing has so much control. It is just awesome. So if, you know, throughout the day even, you feel like you're fading a little, which this foundation does not fade by any means. Like when I wipe my face at night, like I still have a significant amount of products on my face when I am wiping my face at night. So, you know, but like I said, there are some people that are like, oh geez, you know, I'm gonna go out tonight, so I just want to dab a little bit more foundation in the areas that I'm like kind of oily or whatever, you know, it's just not looking the way it did when you put it on. By any means, you can take, you know, one little drop, put it wherever you need it, blend it out, and you're good to go. This is a swatch of the color that I got. I got the 5.0. And I mean, this stuff, it blends into your skin like, I swear it is like a second skin. No joke. And the foundation dries down and it feels like you have nothing on your skin. Like, it is just a bottle of awesomeness. Awesome. It's just awesome sauce. Seriously, like, I love it. And then the brush, what I liked about the brush as well, this brush was not very expensive. It was about 20 some odd dollars, which isn't bad. The foundation runs for $38, and I mean, this stuff comes in a bajillion colors. Like, they have a color for everybody. Now, I've went on their website, and I've also watched a couple videos here on YouTube about the color selection and how it works. And according to what I've read and heard, this foundation runs in the 0.0s and the 0.5s. The 0.0s are for warmer, golden, olivey skin tones, warmer tones. The 0.5s are more for the cooler tones or pink tones or whatever. So I went with the 5.0. I thought this was going to be a little too dark for me, but it actually, I'm telling you, matches my skin to a T. Love this. I've been using it every day for the past like week, and it is just a bottle of awesome sauce. So if you can afford it and you were willing, you know, wanting to try this out, it is worth every dollar, people. Every dollar. So like I said, now again with this brush, if you know, you don't have to get this brush. Like I said, you can get something cheaper alternative. There is a Real Techniques brush that is absolutely wonderful, and it's very inexpensive. It's the Samantha Chapman buffing brush. Does the job just as well. Beauty blender, whatever you have, use what you have. You don't, you know, I'm not saying go out and, you know, you got to get the two products. You don't. The foundation is definitely worth it. So $38, you know, if you have the extra cash to put out, definitely worth it. You know, lovely. So that's it. That's my review of the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. Any questions, comments, please leave the information in the comments below. I will get back to you, and anything else you'd like to discuss with me, that's fine too. Please subscribe and like my video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.